Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's CJ and today we're going to be taking a look at Josh's amazing Starlet GT Turbo. These cars came out in the early 90s and in my opinion are a little bit of a forgotten pocket rocket, featuring a 1.3 turbo coming out with around about 130 brake horsepower from stock, but today's example is nearer 250. So let's speak to Josh, see how he's done that and take it out and see what you guys think on the roads. If you like the content today, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So 250 brake, sub 800 weight. Let's see what she can do in a straight line. Okay guys, so we are now in the GT Turbo. My first time in one of these, and it is a little tight, but you wouldn't expect that for like just such a small car.
Yeah, like they look small from the outside, then you get in and it's even smaller inside.
How long have you owned this little beast?
So I bought it from a chap called Lewis in Manchester last May. So I'd spent probably well over a year, probably about a year and a half looking for one that I wanted that was the right kind of mileage and spec.
Cool.
And the reason I wanted one was, as we said before, my hairdresser had one of these in the Pulsar.
No way.
And he had a white one of these, and I saw it when I got my hair cut, and I thought, bloody hell, I really like that. I'd never really seen one before. Well, I got chatting to him about it and thought, oh, I'm going to try and get one. Every time I went for a haircut, every couple of weeks, have you got one yet? No. They went on for a good nearly 2 years.
Yeah, of course.
And I finally found one in white as well.
It's super clean.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Like, I think, whilst you can still find these cars around, and their value really is rising quite quickly, this is a super nicely done one.
There's not many about now. Like, a lot of them seem to rust, or people have done dodgy paintwork, or people have blown them up, or there's always something.
Stock, they're about 130-ish.
Yeah, roughly. I think it's about 132 or something like that. Not too much,
sure. But
for a little 1.3 that was made for kind of economy with a bit of power, they're a brilliant bit of kit.
Well, I was really impressed actually. Like, obviously we were chatting before doing the video, just in some of the differences between the Glanza, so the later spec Starlet, and this one. And this kind of actually sounds like the one to have.
It does. Everyone wants the Glanza. I don't know if it's just because they're more modern, they look a bit more aggressive. I'm not really sure what it is, but everyone seems to go for it. But yeah, as we said, like the Glanza has from stock thinner com rods compared to the GT Turbo, so if you're looking for like budget power that's more reliable, one of these is ideally, or engine wise, one of these
might be able to take a little bit more power.
Yeah, because obviously this is unforged to make it 245 brake horsepower. So
what does it take to get to that sort of power? Because the route that you've gone is quite a sort of well treaded route.
Yeah,
with
so
these.
it's quite to get to like 180, 200 brake, it doesn't really take a lot, but to get to the power level I'm at now, I've had to go hybrid TD04, which is the Subaru turbo, running a bar of boost. Cool. There's still stock injectors, so there's enough fuel in there. You're on the limit, but there's enough fuel there to do it. So we've basically done HDI front mount, which is a really big front mount intercooler to replace, because normally they were like stock. They had a top mounted intercooler for the hood vent. Of course. WEPR ram horn manifold kit with a Tial external wastegate. It goes to a screamer. The screamer, I think the screamer pipe makes the noise.
Didn't even realise this had a scream pipe on it.
Yeah. If I put the wind in that, you'll hear it properly.
Yes! Holy fuck! Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah, I like a screamer pipe. From 130 brake to 250-ish, or 245.
Yeah, so you're looking at like
how much is that going to cost? Like if someone was to start it tomorrow?
once you've got the turbo rebuilt, done everything else, obviously you need an aftermarket ECU as well, but the Greddy Emanage is like 300 quid. Greddy Emanage Blue is just a fuel piggyback, so you're not looking at much really.
It's kind of like an older technology now, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think in the future I'm going to go with an ME221, which is like the more standalone. But yeah, you're looking at a few grand really to get it up there, but not a lot. And if you want to do it properly like this with the Quaife LSD and stuff, obviously price goes up, but it handles so much better.
Because these weigh less than the Glanza as well.
They do. I think they're about 60 kilos less or something. Because the Glanza weighs 950 and these weigh 890 stock. Impressive bit of kit really. And I think not enough people look at them as a fast car anymore because everyone's on Fiestas and stuff like that, and all Fabias and everything else.
Most modern cars now, you get a £200-300 map and you've just gained 100 horsepower.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, isn't it? You take it to someone, they map it, you're laughing really, you don't have to spend any money.
But in my opinion, for those who know, this just turns heads more.
Yeah, it just does. There's something about all the cars, they drive different, completely different. They got that kind of presence, haven't they, which modern stuff doesn't have.
I don't think there's really many new Fiestas that would go past me and I'd think, oh,
that's
look
it.
At that.
Yeah.
With shitty little pops and bangs, man.
Yes, the absolutely horrendous pops and bangs, man. But the thing is, it's kind of fun because when you're in something that's bloody nearly 30 years old and you're upsetting cars that are modern, it makes it even more fun.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people really won't know what these are. Not really.
Because they weren't ever sold in the UK, so less and less people know what they are. It's the same my AE86. When I take that places, people, you say, oh, I've got a Corolla, and they just think of this little front wheel drive thing.
Yeah.
Not some rear wheel drive bloody beasted car. But people just don't know all the Japanese stuff, I don't think. But they're now starting to creep up in value.
Absolutely.
More people are kind of collecting them.
Because I mean, this car's probably worth like what, $6-7 grand now.
Yeah, so
like
I paid $6 for it with a lot of this stuff already done.
Makes sense.
So because I thought, shall I spend the extra money doing it myself? Or if someone's done a lot of the work for me, I don't have to worry. I can then carry on from where they've left off.
There is a lot of benefits to that. Like modifying a car, it doesn't generally add the value that it costs you to modify at all, does it?
No.
I think the only downside is you don't really know the quality of the work that they've
Exactly,
done.
that's the only
But that's
problem.
the risk you take.
Yeah, you just got to risk it really and just kind of hope for the best. I can't help it.
Yeah, I know, that road's too good. Oh, flies, mate.
What we have is just loads of stuff from Japan, like a massive folder full of just all the details. Like we had like the export details and bits and pieces like that. And it's basically just a massive list of stuff he'd done, servicing stuff he'd had done. You got bits in here, like just silly little stuff really. And there was, I don't know if it's still
I suppose it's kind of hard to even tell, like,
a lot of it is
the
just
history, like how long does that date back to?
I have no idea. I'm not Japanese enough to know.
Yeah, true.
But
mate.
this is like kind of like just the little Toyota booklets you get, like service booklets and stuff.
That's such a cool little thing to
So they're
have.
just so random. Yeah, they're really cool, and that all came with the car. It's nice just to see some history with it, really, because a lot of these, like you said, a lot of the Japanese import stuff, you don't get much history. They just come in, and that's that. So it's quite nice to have some history with it. And you've got, I think it's in here, you have a full Starlet book.
Oh my goodness.
Which is pretty cool, which had everything in.
Is that like the owner's manual? Like literally?
Yeah,
brand
it's
new?
literally like the owner's manual.
Look at the condition of it.
I know, it's like brand new. And
That's
the
literally
crazy
immaculate.
thing is, I have one of those tape decks, original Starlet tape deck in my cupboard at home. It came out of this car and I put a...
Oh, you just didn't fancy using tapes anymore?
Didn't work for some reason.
Oh, well.
So I pulled it apart and decided, I like listening to music, I'm just going to put a normal stereo in. But yeah, I still have that part at home.
Oh mate, wicked.
There's a Greddy turbo timer down here, and when you turn it on, it just makes this little jingle. If it didn't have an LSD, you'd be fighting one wheel spin all the time, and it'd probably kill you.
One wheel peel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I find you're in a weird seat position in this. You feel very high up.
Yeah, you do quite, but I don't know if that's just because the seats are so plush.
I think the stock seats are so springy, aren't they? You kind of feel upright.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like ridiculously stupid, but I suppose these were just meant to be like little city cars, weren't they?
Yeah, they weren't.
Like they weren't designed for outright
designed for a lot,
performance.
and I think they well over-engineered the engine, really.
I mean, they must have done. You don't. I think any car which can kind of take 100 plus more, fairly reliably,
and it's a 1.3 as well. It's just,
you forget that, don't you? But
yeah, you always forget.
I mean, do you think the same as me? Because how old are you, mate? You're 20.
Yes, I am, buddy.
20.
Yeah.
So being 1.3, I don't know whether that necessarily means insurance-wise this is quite an affordable way into tuning.
Funnily enough, it is, because a lot of people said to me before I got it, oh, it's going to be really expensive, you're going to have loads of trouble getting insurance.
Sure.
You pay, I think it's like 14 quid tax a month, somewhere around that. Nothing.
Nice.
The insurance, now this is the difference.
Okay.
The Glanza seems to cost a fair whack more on insurance than
It's all done off stats, isn't it?
It is.
So if the
weirdly
Glanza's more
common, I think people are pranging them.
They've crashed them.
Yeah.
So yeah, top tip, guys: cheap insurance by GT Turbo.
So I pay for a year about 800 quid.
See, for 20
years old for something with this amount of power. I mean, the other cars I've had, like the 86, cost me 1,300 quid for an AE86. It's half the power and everything else. So it's an easy way for, if people have got the money to spend outright and get the car rather than finance a car, then it's a no-brainer, really. A few things, but I think mainly now is kind of clean the bodywork up as much as I can, then look at brakes. I think before I even touch power again, look at spare brakes.
Yeah.
Because already it's a bit sketchy, let alone add in another 50 brake on top.
I agree, mate. It's a good place to start.
So we'll do that, and then hopefully forge it over winter, put a new standalone in, get it mapped, because it was mapped by Tune Development originally.
Oh, cool.
So whether I'll go back there, but there's a place, I can't remember what they're called. They're in Suffolk. I can't remember for the life of me what their name is, but I spoke to them and they do ME221, so whether I just take it there, the closer the easier it is, isn't it?
Oh, that sounds so good. So that's it for today, guys. Hopefully that video was something you really enjoyed and thought it was quite cool to see up close and personal with a Toyota Starlet GT Turbo. I tried out loads of new equipment today, so apologies for some of the audio clipping that we had there. I'll be sure to get that right for the next time. I'm just such a perfectionist, but there was a few clips I just couldn't leave out. So like, share and subscribe, and catch you next time.